What's up, guys? NepentheZ here, and welcome back to another episode of the Arsenal Evo RTG. Guys, I have built the 88 plus Winter Wildcard Team of the Year or Thunderstruck Icon Player pick. I used all of the fodder that we got out of the 750k pack yesterday. That is right, no exchange for me. We're starting again, but I don't mind it, man. I don't mind it. I'm on a new mission, a new plan to build the actual best possible Arsenal team. And one of the good ways that we could do that is by hitting Thunderstruck Henry, by hitting Team of the Year Vieira, Team of the Year Petr Cech would be amazing. Truth be told, these icon picks have been terrible. I opened loads of them on viewer accounts, and they were awful. But we're going to start today. Whatever we get out of this, we are going to put into the team with those 4 beasts that we got in yesterday's video for our next 5 weekend league games. Hey, just give me an Arsenal player. Come on. Not that Arsenal player. We have got ourselves 92 Dennis Bergkamp. He's good for the fodder anyway. Oh, it wasn't worth it. It wasn't worth it. He's good for the fodder anyway. I now have 2 versions of that Dennis Bergkamp. But in terms of the club, yesterday, as I said, we are going to use all of the players that we got. And we're going to use Walters as well, the Evo that we picked up. So if we go date newest into special, we've got Van Nistelrooy. I'm not going to use Bergkamp now because obviously I've used Bergkamp plenty of times. We got Lavelle and we got Sorloth. And I'm actually excited to use some of these players. So we will throw Zambrotta at left back over Jakob Kivior. I'm interested in using him. We've got Lavelle. She's got centre mid at right mid. We'll put Lavelle at right mid. That loses a bit of chemistry off the jump. We've got Sorloth, but he gets good chemistry, actually. And Van Nistelrooy as well. So I am going to have to sub on Gabriel Jesus because I just need to play with him for Jesus. I don't need to win. Well, I do need a win as well, but it's not the end of the world. If we don't get a win, I can do that stuff in squad battles. And so, the chemistry, an American MLS manager, an American NWSL manager will give her full chem. Sorloth will not get on full chem, but that's okay. Let me give the manager here. League. NWSL. Hopefully one of them is American. Yes, there you go. Manuolo. That's her on 3 chem. I'm going to go and do some chem styles, guys, for these. And we're going to see how these brand new players play in our team. We've got 5 new players in this team. This should be fun. I will be right back. All right, guys, as we go into the first set of games, what we're going to do is instead of me picking comments from the comment section, I'm just going to read the comments. Why does this look like it's playing at like half speed? A bit weird, isn't it? So these are the games, the first kind of like, well, second set of games, second set of 10 games, where we've got the players. We've got Walters in the team now. We've got Rice. We've got Erdegaard. I don't remember who I was using in this team. Either way. First comment that we've got is from Hayden. And it starts with no hate, which is always an interesting concept for a comment. Yeah, this is the one with Sorloth and Van Nistelrooy, isn't it, up front? I liked Sorloth, by the way. I did not like Van Nistelrooy. And he says, no hate and hope it doesn't read so. And I always read comments like that. I'm like, oh, God. Here we go. He then proceeds to say, I honestly think you shouldn't deep the team selection so much. Play with who you enjoy. If it includes the Arsenal Evo players, then great. But if not, then so be it. I thought, you don't need to preface something with no hate if it's just not hate. Usually people are like, no hate, but insert like hateful thing. This guy was like, no hate, but here's like really nice comment. Like, yeah, like, I don't know why. Sometimes I do deep it. Like, I get enjoyment out of using players that I like in real life. And even though it's weird, right? Because I've thoroughly enjoyed the women in the game this year. I think it's been a big dub from EA. It has got me connected to the Arsenal women's team, which I'd never really followed them before. You know, this season I've followed them a lot closer, and it's been nice to kind of like watch them play and get to know their kind of profiles and personalities and things like that. But you know, for example, with like Gio Quiroz, who we had for a while, who was insane for us, and Steph Catley, McCabe, who's we've had some good cards for that have been good. I didn't really know much about them. And with Gio Quiroz, you know, she's not a starter for Arsenal. In fact, she's been loaned out. And it made me realise and recognise and understand that I don't get connected to players through the game that I don't watch. I only get connected to players through the game that I do watch. And maybe that's why I don't really like engage with the Serie A players very much, because I don't really watch much Serie A. I don't know why. It's a bit weird. However, it made me realise as we go through this journey on this RTG that playing with the men that start for Arsenal is what I really want. And that's why it's been so weird for me that Thierry Henry, my favourite player in all of world football, I still don't play with every game. And it's like, what? I couldn't figure out, like, what is that kind of like disconnect? And the disconnect is because he's not an active player in real life right now. And so I really like playing with like Declan Rice and Bukayo Saka and, you know, whoever, like Gabriel Jesus. And that's why I'm like really happy to have that 90 rated version of him, because I really enjoy playing with the players that I get connected to now. The other thing with that is I do like playing with like certain players in the game. Like, you know, we've got a few players, and it's the sad part is always midfielders. It's mostly midfielders, but always attackers that tend to be the players that you want to use the most, because they're the ones that you do the things with, right? Whether it be in the like scoring goals or creating goals or whatever, it's the midfielders and attackers that you spend more time with. So I couldn't honestly care less about the defenders. But like, there's probably about 15 strikers that I want to use every game, right? I really like Sorloth. I really like that De Jong Player of the Month card. We're working on Okafor, and I've actually, at this moment of recording this, I've got Okafor evoed up to a 90 rated already. I really like Okafor. I really want to use that Gabriel Jesus. I really want to use my Thierry Henry. I've got the blue Vinicius Junior card that would be fun to use. Like, there's so many good attackers. And I don't know why, and you've absolutely nailed it. I don't know why, but I have this desire to just use the same team. And every time a new player comes in, it's like replacing a piece of a puzzle with a clearer piece of the puzzle. So instead of like having an 11, and then instead of like, you know, oh, look at that, I've packed Sorloth, let's put him in. No, it's, okay, I need Thunderstruck Henry, or I need Foot Birthday Henry to go in over regular Henry. I can't have it in a situation where it's like I'm taking out Henry for somebody else. So yeah, I didn't perceive it as a hateful comment. It's weird stuff, isn't it? And I wonder if you guys do things like that as well, where you get attached or detached to players because of this game, and either refuse to use them or want to use them, and so to use them means taking out somebody that might be even better. Let me know. Bingo Bango says, love your shitter series. Hopefully with all the Evos coming out at the moment, you can upload that series more frequently. Much love. Yes, indeed. I just need to do qualifiers and send it to Josh. Josh is away this for the next like week or so, but he's still going to be able to edit. So I don't know when it will come up, but we are going to be way more active on that account, because you're right, loads of new Evos. Some of them are really cool for the lowest rated Evo RTG account. And yeah, we've got some grinding to do on there to get those guys up. And, you know, the team is getting there now to the point where I'm hoping 9 to 11 wins could be a possibility on that account. It would be really, really nice. Nathan says, Nep, imagine a mode where you have a deck of cards. You pick 3 for each position in a formation, and your opponent does the same. You then draft a team back and forth with that one opponent based on the 6 options. Their 3 and your 3 alternate selections would be an awesome mode. I guess you feel like I guess you're talking about like the draft mode that kind of like Skills used to do, actually. Skills used to do a draft series, I want to say like 2013, 2014, where it was me, Skills, I know Fangs was there, Bateson was there. I think it was like 8 of us or whatever. And we would pick a player. Once you pick that player, nobody else could use that player. And that was pretty fun, to be fair. That was pretty cool. Would a mode like that work in Ultimate Team? I don't know if an 11v11 it would, but imagine like a 5v5 or a 6v6 mode, where it's like you draw from like a pool of cards, and then you play, and you could even do like co-op or whatever in there as well. Imagine like 2v2. Imagine co-op in a 6v6 mode, where the 6v6 players are drawn and drafted, and you can like improve your, in your words, like deck based on how you perform in the mode. You can like unlock better cards, craft better cards, stuff like that. Like kind of adds that kind of like kind of add that sort of like Hearthstone-esque style of crafting into the game. That could be quite fun. We've got Mike says, commenting to tell you that I'm not a bot. I appreciate you, man. Thanks, man. The bots, it's interesting how the bots work in terms of the comments, because on the main channel, as soon as I upload a video, there's like 15 bot comments literally instantly. But on the second channel, it's like 5. And on the draft channel, it's like none. I don't know why each one is each. And then we've got Hammer UK. He says, hey Nep, first of all, just want to thank you for your content. I go through stages with this game that drive me crazy, but I always find yourself, AJ, and Zwayback content watchable. You are 3 very different types of content creators, but have an amazing connection with your accounts. I think when it comes to the Arsenal Evo team that was hurt by the pull you were getting, Pele, for example, is an insane card that so many wish they could use. I agree with that. One of my favorite moments of the series was watching you teach your son the game. I could see the joy in your face. I heard what you said about watching content and agree it has changed a lot for me. Though what I do is follow games more than people. This is until I get connections to that person, normally through their streams. Just play what you enjoy and enjoy what you play. That's all I could ask for from any content creator. Yeah, banging. And yeah, you are right. Like, and it is because it's been so easy this year, isn't it, to actually get the really, really high level players. But what's quite interesting actually is, well, okay, I do have some of like the elite SBCs. I do have Werner, I do have Rolfo and such. But I actually I didn't do all of the elite SBCs. I didn't do Blanc when he came out. I didn't do Maldini. I didn't do Kylian Mbappe Player of the Month. There was like, I sometimes sit there and think, had I done those SBCs and had I been in a situation where I was like also packing insane players, I wonder if I would have given up on this series already, because it is very, very true. Like once you get a Pele, he doesn't even get into my bench anymore, right? But once you've got like a Pele in your team, you sit there and you're like, how could you ever use like anything else? It becomes really difficult. But anyway, guys, that's the end of this run of games. I did not enjoy playing with this team at all. However, it does get better as we go into the final 5 games. All right, guys. So we are at 9 and 6, I think. A little bit of a collapse with the team before, actually. Using these players that you see on the bench there. Just to give a little breakdown of them, I think / thought Zambrotta was absolutely insane. I thought Sorloth was good. I just didn't really have the team to work with him. You know, I don't have anybody that has ping pass plus, sorry, long ball pass plus, because I didn't have Kivior in the team, which is a bit of a problem. And the only player that I had useful was Havertz with the whip cross. And to try and like engineer that option and that opportunity was proving to be quite difficult. So I did enjoy Sorloth though. Van Nistelrooy, I don't even think I scored a goal with him, guys. 1 goal, 1 assist. He was bad. He was bad. I don't know what I could have done different with him. Maybe the chem start, I don't know, but I didn't enjoy him. Maybe not he was bad. I didn't enjoy him. He doesn't suit how I play. However, I was mostly impressed with Ravel. She only got 1 goal and assist as well from that right-hand side. However, I thought the ping pass plus, oh, it's good. It's really, really good. It's better than I could have imagined and remembered. Like, you get that little bit of space in the box with somebody with ping pass plus, and you can hit that pass immediately. And it's, yeah, it was good. I was impressed. So we need to get 2 more wins to get the 11. As I said to you guys yesterday's video, whatever, I'm really, really not stressing over how many wins we've got. We're growing this team now. You know, we've got a competent enough team to get 11 to 14. You know, on a good week, probably 14. On a normal week, 11. But we've got 5 more games to go. So let's get them in and let's get ourselves 11 wins. Hopefully. Imagine if I don't. And as we go into the final 5 games here, guys, the next comment is from Mr. John Boy. He says, don't forget us OGs that still have and still watch the RTG videos every time. And so that's why I've wanted to and am coming back to more common uploads on this RTG. First of all, I enjoy playing it. I've actually been grinding Rivals today, which I won't show. Like the difficulty with the game this year with the RTGs is you do so much on the game these days that it's actually like a lot of it is monotonous, boring, unimportant, unenjoyable to watch, right? By the way, you're seeing the goals of this game only because I forgot to record this game. So I like started recording at the end and showed the goals here. But yeah, it gets like nobody cares about watching me do the daily bronze, silver, and gold upgrade, and and opening those packs. Nobody cares about watching me do the crafting upgrade, you know, the 77x3 and opening those packs. No one really cares. To a degree now, where even like nobody really cares about doing the 81 plus player picks and things like that, unless you hit something big. But those things take an incredible amount of time. And you're like, okay, so do I record this? Do I not record this? Like, should I show this? Should I not show this? And what's ended up transpiring is you put a lot more effort into the game these days. Not just me, everybody. Like, you know, we play this game. You compare it to like FIFA even 15 or 16. I've probably got 3 times the hours, 4 times the hours on this game so far. And we're not even halfway through the game cycle yet compared to the total number of hours that I had on the game in 15, 16, and maybe not 17 because Champs came in 17. And that's when the kind of like time spent on the game started going up. And so the RTG kind of like lost that impactfulness of like where back in like FIFA 17, FIFA 18, marquee matchups, people will go wild for it. Like Thursday RTG video would be marquee matchups and like rewards and stuff, and people would go wild for it. And now it's like, who cares? And so there's so much to do, and it becomes real hard to kind of like navigate what you want in the video, what you don't want in the video, and getting a daily upload. And as I kind of talked about briefly in the last video, and I appreciate, I will read through all of the comments of yesterday's video because I appreciate you guys showing up constantly and being here constantly. But sometimes I lose my way, and I don't know if I mentioned it in that video, but sometimes I lose my way with like what I'm doing and more importantly, why. And I start like chasing views or chasing something that isn't me, when the truth of the matter is what I really want to do is just provide really good kind of like understanding of how to play this game the most efficient way without spending time on the game. And I get lost with that sometimes because it's really efficient to do your daily bronze, daily silver, daily gold upgrade, but nobody cares about watching it. And so it's therefore it now comes back to being my responsibility to kind of explain to people maybe like a once a week or once a fortnight update of like, these are the things you should do all the time to get to where you need to get to, you know, and then focus on everything else within the content and within the series. Because what it comes down to is, like I say, like I start chasing things and I start losing my understanding of what I'm doing and why. And then I deviate and I get lost instead of just playing the game and showing people this is how I'm playing the game. And as you say, like you get attached to what people are doing, but because people do so much now, and also because there's like a lot of content creators, it can be really hard to stay up to date with what everyone's doing. And so I'm kind of like just trying to find a way to navigate that, and I've not been doing a very good job of it, but I am working on it. And you know, I'm trying to like, almost sad as this might sound, I'm trying to like recapture why I started making content in the first place, because I definitely felt like over the last 2 or 3 years, I started going through the motions with everything. I started looking for that easy content, that low-hanging fruit. I started looking for oh, this has happened, let me just make a quick video on that and get easy views. And my actual personality and why I created content in the first place disappeared with that. And like even to the point where everything on the road to glory over the last couple of years was live. And it's like, you don't like, these discussions were what made my road to glory my road to glory. And although that might not be for everyone, and it might not be the ideal, and it might not be the best thing for YouTube, and it might not be the best content, it's what made my content mine. And I lost that because everybody else was doing live content. And also, live content's way easier. Do you know how much easier it is to just play a game live and then edit that down? That's in the video, rather than play a game, edit it down, send it for postcom, commentate over the top of it, and then re-edit it in post. Way easier to do it live. And I started taking the easy route with everything. And as a product of that, my kind of like the quality of what I was creating, I don't mean in a post-production sense or in a general production sense of like, you know, flares and bells and whistles, but in general, in the quality of like the connection between myself and my audience started disappearing. And there's a phrase from like one of the Batman films of like, you either die a hero or live long enough to become the villain. And that is kind of where I'm at in this career, is like, once you've decided you don't like my content, there's no going back. And it becomes really difficult to like manage that, because like I think about myself. What a Donny give me a win there, by the way. I think about myself with a TV show, right? I can watch 3 seasons of a TV show and love it, start season 4, not enjoy the first couple of episodes, and then my mentality isn't, I really loved the first 3 seasons, I didn't enjoy the 4th, so I stopped watching. My mentality is, that show's dead, that show was awful, that show died, they killed that show. And that's how people translate with the content. They could enjoy watching a content creator for 3, 4, 5 years. That content creator could like maybe go down a different route or whatever, or maybe, you know, just have a moment where they have like a lapse in judgment or concentration, and they kind of do something that's not perfectly correct or politically correct or something like that, where it makes somebody think, oh, I don't like them as a person now. And all of that 5, 3, 4 years of goodwill and good work undone like that. And now the content, the viewer's mentality at that point is then, I really don't like this content creator. They're not what I thought they were. I'm going to stop watching them. You could then, as a content creator, make an insane video that is brilliant, but people have already prejudged who you are and what you're making. And so then they don't watch it anyway. And it becomes really hard to kind of like reverse the kind of like the bad will that you gave, you know? So that's what I'm trying to do now. I'm trying to just go fall back into a habit of, I just want to go back to what I was doing that I enjoyed, that you guys enjoyed me doing. And if it gets views, great. And if it doesn't, at least I'll be enjoying what I'm doing, which would be better than trying to force myself to do things that I wasn't enjoying. Anyway, guys, we did end up with 13 wins with this team, which I'm really happy with. You might be wondering why I'm still playing, even though I already got the 11 wins. And it's quite simply because I really wanted to get, I really want to get the red evos and the champs reward, like the champs objectives and stuff done. We've got loads more comments though, so more to talk about this in the next episode. But let's go and get our weekend league rewards. All right, guys, 13 and 7. I am very happy with that. Very happy. The 5 games that we played with Van Nistelrooy and those guys, I think I lost 3 or maybe even 4 of those games. This Arsenal team, I'm clicking with it. I'm clicking with it. There's still a few little things here and there that aren't ideal. But with the team being due some upgrades and some more Evos and things like that, and, you know, me maybe getting like a Vieira or something like that. Oh, we're close. We're close. I'm excited. So we've got our Foot Champs rewards, but we have also, before we get those Foot Champs rewards, we've also got some more objectives done. We've got the season progress level 4, nothing major, and level 5, again, nothing major. Going to be some coins, which I'm going to need. We're up to 50,000 coins now as well, which is great. And then we've also completed Gabriel Jesus, the first of my Evos that I wanted to complete, and he is done. And I tell you something, he's actually really nice in game, and I don't even have the full Evo on him yet. So now he goes up to a 90. He's got great dribbling, 5-star, 5-star. The good news about Jesus is as well, he only has 1 playstyle plus, which means even though he's high rated, he might be eligible for an Evo again reasonably soon. It's a good basis for him. So we're going to start with our player picks, guys. All fodder is good fodder out of these player picks. So 84s are not what we really want. I want 87 pluses mostly. Oh, it's Frankowski. Yeah, don't care. Going to take Renard. I was hoping it was going to be one of the good ones. Saka or Mead would have been ideal, to be fair. We'll take Chesney as well. Not ideal. An 86, an 88, and an 84. And then our campaign mix bag. Well, I will take Pedro Porro. And he will go into the exchange. Mine is not tradable. So we will put Saucy P into the exchange. And it all counts, guys, doesn't it? Again, building up, man. I feel... I know I said it a few times. And hey, listen, I know me. You know me, right? We all know me. My opinion on this might change within a day or 3. But I feel a new lease for life. New lease for life. With the way we're kind of building this Arsenal team now, man. Like 13 wins with this team, honestly. I'm so delighted with it. We're going to start with some tradable packs as well. I got a couple of tradable packs from doing the Icon SBC. Of course, the Icon was Burkamp. And do you know what? I am actually glad it was Burkamp, because I'm going to keep my red Burkamp red. And I'm going to make my new Burkamp the one that I put into the Evo. We are just going to discard everything now, guys. It's about building coins. So if something's not worth something, it gets thrown away and we get our coin value back. You know, gone are the days where kind of like saving onto cards is going to be valuable. We do have an inform. It's going to be Giacomakis. That is sensational from that there. He's only like 25k, but 25k is still 25k at the end of the day, isn't it? We'll sell Depay as well. Don't think any of these guys are worth anything. They're not. We'll discard everything else. We made probably about 40k off of that pack, which is quite nice. We've got a mixed players pack. What this one's from? This also from the Icon SBC, I think. And we get so much untradeable stuff every day. Even the golds, right? I know I want to do. I know I want to do the exchange thing, not the exchange, but the other exchange thing. But the way they work, I'm bang on 60,000 coins. The way it works, I get so many untradables anyway. I'd rather discard the tradables and just work with the untradables and just get my coins up, basically, guys. And as mad as it seems, 83s are also discard price. I'm just going to throw these packs away because getting to 200,000 coins is priority number one. We are now at 90,000 coins already, and we just opened that pack. German DM, Kimmich? No, Oberdorf. Maybe it's a double walkout. No special cards for us, though. It's not a double walkout. Oberdorf will get sold. Sané will get sold. Everything else will get thrown away. It's another 16,000 coins there. And another like 12, 15 off of Oberdorf. And then an 85x2. Give me a special, EA. Come on. It is a special. It's going to be a double walkout. Come on. Ah, it's Trent. Go on. Be Saka or Mead. Be Saka or Mead. Be Saka or Mead. Felipe Anderson. Never mind. Never mind. We'll sell both of these on as well. Felipe Anderson, he's dirt cheap anyway. Trent Alexander-Arnold can go. But the coin balance there is going to be... I mean, we're going to be really, really, really close, actually, to 200,000 coins once all of that sells, to be fair. So that's really, really nice. And then with untradables, and this is what I mean, right? Like, we get so many untradables. We've got so many untradables that just using all of this stuff anyway is absolutely fine. We've got an inform out of the 82x2, which is really nice. It's an 85 Demir Bay duplicate. I'm going to throw him away. I will quick sell recover him. Hopefully we get some stuff today, or by the time you're watching this yesterday, at 6 p.m, like an 83x10 that requires an inform. So I'll recover him up. I'm back up to 5 recoveries. But in general, even 84s, like being lazy with it, but I just don't feel the need to even like store 84s anymore unless, oh, here we go. America. It's going to be Lavelle again, isn't it? Well, that's quite nice still. Just be the other version. Just don't be the duplicate. Even if it is the duplicate version, we've got another... it is the other version. That's amazing. We now have both versions of Lavelle. This is the 4-star, 5-star. I think I'd prefer this one as well, actually. So I might put the other Lavelle into the exchange. But we are going to end today with this, guys. So as always, thank you very much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to leave a like, rate, and comment. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And for now, guys, I'm out. Peace.